Bent Lexner, you're the chief rabbi here in Copenhagen. You've just had your translation of the book of Esther, and previously the book of Ruth published here. Why have you translated them? What do they tell us today?
First of all, I am not a pensionist yet, so I have to find out books which are not too long. Mm-hmm. So that was, first of all, of course, I like these, and we use these texts also sometimes in the service in the synagogue. So it was very naturally that I took up first Esther and later on Ruth. I would say for me it's important. First of all, you have translation, a normal Bible Danish translation. No, that, but any translation is always also an explanation, and your translation is, you can say, it shows where are you yourself, and that's a reason why it's important to have a Jewish translation of a book which has a Jewish content. And therefore I found that it was very, now you can say that Esther or Ruth are not maybe the magic books in the way of faith, but anyway I thought that was important. Second, also because the Jewish community in Denmark was used to an old Danish translation, so it was naturally, it was not out, you couldn't buy it anymore, and it was naturally. And besides that, I found that today, if you want to translate and also give the people and feeling of what is going to the text, you also need pictures, illustrations. And I had the luck that I had some former pupils in the Jewish State School who became very important illustrators and painters in the Danish society. So I asked them, listen, are you prepared? And they said yes. So I have now Esther's book in a beautiful, with beautiful illustrations of Tyler and of Thomas Bolt and of Foss. And I think that what we have produced is a nice thing. Now, Ruth's book is the same thing. Now Marco Aversti is going to illustrate that, and he just gave explanation of what he's going to do. And of course, this is something which you couldn't believe. He's, for instance, he told us that he's painting with his own blood. That means something. Let me say that I think that text today, first of all, if you look at Esther's book is a story about a situation which has been going on for centuries. People who hate the Jews without any reason. In the text it's just written that we hate them because they are not like we are. And I think this is a very, very important today to understand. And you can say that maybe the anti-Semitism is not the most important matter today because we have less, but we have anti-otherism. And I think this is important. And when you see about in the book of Ruth, you have here a person who is a refugee, who comes to another country and cannot manage. Nobody cares about them. And they have to return to their old home. I can imagine, after all the problems that were there, returning, but it's not easy. And I think that this is also very important today. So to see that we are talking about refugees, we're talking about problematic matters in the family, about death, and we're talking also about a convert. Ruth is a convert, and she became the mother of King David. I think it's a very, very important message, especially to the Jewish people, that we should respect people who convert. And we use the problem. It's always